Hi everyone, this is Nancy. I'm from Portraits from the Heart, and I am just gonna do some random questions Q&A with these two gorgeous ladies next to me from SpecialSeeds. So maybe they can introduce themselves first.
Hi, I'm Sally, and I'm the founding editor of SpecialSeeds Singapore. And this is, I'll let May introduce herself.
Introduce right. Hi, I'm May here, and I'm the program director for music outreach for SpecialSeeds.
Okay, it's gonna be quite random questions wise in the sense that what have inspired you two to set up SpecialSeeds?
Well, SpecialSeeds is actually the brainchild of 6 of us mothers. Yeah, May is our latest recruit. New recruit. Yeah, all of them are not around. There's actually 6 of us moms. Samantha, who's an educational psychologist, and she has 2 boys. Both of them have some rare condition, but specifically the younger one. And then we have Mary Heng. We call her Lamb Chops because her blog is simply lambchops.blogspot.com. So Mary has a little girl with Down syndrome. I myself has a child, a 9-year-old girl with Mebius syndrome, is also a rare disorder. And then Jasmine is also one part of our team, and she's also a caregiver. She has a little girl with rare syndrome as well. And we have Jaina. Jaina is our webmaster. Jaina's boy has something called West syndrome. It's basically seizures. Yeah. And of course, we also have another friend, Julia, who's also with us today. Later, you may want to interview her. Yeah, she also has a little boy who has a rare syndrome. And we have Jen, but Jen is a little bit shy. She's, at the moment, an allied educator. She's trained as an engineer, but she has switched her career because of her boy. Her little boy has Down syndrome. And because of that, she felt very compelled to take up the job as an allied educator to help others. So she's most of the time quite busy with her day job. So she's like a little bit more of a silent member, but she still helps as and when she needs. And then May, I'm very happy to have her on board. She's our latest recruit. She's very, very talented in songwriting and singing. Yeah, and she also has a child, a little girl with special needs. Yeah, and a lot of her songs are written inspired by her child. Yeah, so she's joined us for a very meaningful project that we are still in the works of planning it out. But it's something that we feel very hopeful about. It's really about how we can encourage inclusion and push to the public and to engage them to understand the key messages that the community would like to let them know, but through music, because everybody can relate through music, whether a baby or child or an adult. So this is a very exciting project for us, and I'm very happy to have May on board because I know that she's going to make it happen, and we are going to support each other. So I have a very, very good dedicated team, and all of us are caregivers, and none of this would have been possible without any one of them. Yeah, so all my friends not here yet, but later on they'll be here for the team photo, so that's when you can catch them.
Yeah, I just want to say that from my experience from being a mom to a special child, we have had instances where the brother's friends or classmates look at her and they say unkind things to her. Why is your Cheche like that? She looks so silly or funny. So I think that's what prompted me to actually decide that I should be part of the cause. Be the change rather than to just sit back and say, there's nothing I can do about it. So that hopefully, we through the advocacy we do, talking about inclusion through music, we're able to reach out to the children who are the ones who will you are able to shape their perspective, from a young age. So that is our focus, to shape the perspective of the children who are going to grow up with a more inclusive mindset from what we do.
Yeah. And I think in our journey in setting up Special Seeds and really reaching out to others, I'm also very, very heartened, together with all my team members, we're very heartened that there are actually people, like yourselves, your team, Portrait from the Heart, even the volunteers from universities. There are people who want to help. Yeah, they have a heart. They are not part of the special needs caregiving community, but they have the heart for special needs and for the disadvantaged. So it's really, sometimes we also want to reach out to them to empower them with awareness of how to help us, how to engage with our kids, how to empower and enable also people with disabilities, so that when they go back, whether it's to your workplace or to universities, to schools, you know that, hey, my colleague has a special need. Yeah, and then they would know how to better involve them, engage them. Yeah, and even maybe the way that we express ourselves, sometimes the descriptions or the terms used would be a little bit more caring. Yeah, so it's really about building the awareness. I think I like to choose to think that most people are nice. Yeah, and I choose to believe in the better side of humans. Yeah, and sometimes I think when there's a gap in communication between two different parties, that's when the communication breaks down. So our goal also is through our advocacy efforts to really to bridge that. Because we feel that when we bridge the gaps of communication and build greater awareness, it's not just about telling them about disability, it's also trying to understand a person without a disability. When they respond in a certain way, is it because really that they are cruel? Is it really because they are unkind, or is it because they do not know the right way to respond? So I think if we can bridge that, Singapore can be a much, much better place for everyone.
Yeah. So I think the way we see advocacy is that it's through small projects like this. So with every small project, it's a small ripple. As compared to once a year, if there's a big bash kind of thing, we want it to be from the ground up, rather than it's a big thing once a year. It's like, do you celebrate Mother's Day just once a year, or on a daily basis, to build that bond with your mother? Yeah, that's the same concept.
I totally agree with them, and I can never be able, I'll be lying to say I understand what you're going through, because I can never comprehend that, because it's too much work. It's a 24/7 365 kind of job, and I'm not even a mother. So I think it takes huge courage, to journey this with our own child, special needs and all that. And it's so important that despite all these challenges, they are stepping out to do what they're doing right now, to create more awareness, to get, even a project of inclusion. I think that's so precious, and we really need to reach out to more people, and there's so much more that we can do. And then these are just baby steps that we're taking. So join us next time. If you can, reach out to Portraits from the Heart, or even Special Needs, Special Seeds, where you can find us on Facebook, and reach out to us. There might be other projects that you can be involved as well. Thank you so much.